Good day, all you wonderful people. I'm Joshua. This is BAMvfx. Welcome. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today we are talking about breath. As you can see there, we've got a 3x5 card drawing that I did with highlighters, markers, ink pens, and I threw it into digital painting. My intent was just to render that card and leave it as it is, but I saw something that suited my fancy, and that was a dragon. Had a wicked cool idea. We could play with perspective and render in this serpent. Now, I did this about a year and a half ago. Did the 3x5 card while I was working at a call center, taking phone calls, saving the company money, and then I would bring those home and make digital art out of them. Now here lately, I kind of hit a little bit of a creator's block, and because of my digital sketchbook, which I have plenty of videos of, I'll link the playlist, over 400 videos that will be on the end card and also in the description of the YouTube channel. So if you want to peruse through those, but it's pretty much an archive of just simple concepts I've come up with that I've built off of other digital pieces, and they all build on each other. And sometimes a finished piece just pops out, but for the most part, they're just simple, basic concepts. And that's for times when I have a creative block and my life is busy and chaotic, and I don't have the brain budget to come up with something new, such as this week. So I brought this serpent up out of the depths and back into the Photoshop. I found the file and gave my hand something to do instead of, watching The Office instead of watching Netflix. I don't know, I feel like I watch TV and stuff, I feel unproductive. I feel guilty, I feel dirty that I haven't done anything with myself. I have trouble watching movies these days. I won't play video games or anything unless I can make content out of it. Because I essentially spend anywhere between 8 and 12 hours a day working for somebody else, and I feel I should invest that same amount of time in myself. Most of the time I'm successful. Sometimes I fall into a slump, and I find if I sit and just watch TV and don't produce or create or write, at first it's immediate gratification, but over time, a kind of worthless depression sets in. Not extreme. Once that starts, it's like, oh yeah, I'm an artiste. I need to paint. I need to draw. And what's real hard is in creative funks, and you force yourself to paint or draw. Sometimes it's really hard. This was starting to get frustrating because I put about 2 hours into it, and I would shut off the layer and click it back on, and it felt like I wasn't making hardly any progress. And I was feeling at the point of giving up. I was like, okay, well, let's put it away for another year. It's time to go to bed because we've got to get up and work for the man again tomorrow. But as luck would have it, my sister called me up, and we had a discussion. She's getting ready to do a ruck march in April or May, I think around Memorial Day, for the families of fallen veterans. I gotta get more details on it. I'll be talking more about that on my live stream on Twitch. Same name, BAMvfx. and then also on my vlog channel, BAM Dailies. Once I get all the details squared away, I'm gonna have buttons for that, and if you know, if you want her to represent somebody on the march, she'll be able to do that for you. And well, anyway, we were talking about that, you know, just talking sibling stuff, catching up. We hadn't talked for a while. And I can't just talk on the phone. I had her on speaker. You know, we're laughing and joking, clowning around. And the sands of time passed by. And then I forgot how much time had passed by, and I looked over at, you know, my recording. It's like, how long have I been going for? Saw it had been about 2 hours. We've been talking close to 2 hours, or an hour and a half, somewhere in there. I can't remember. And that got me over the hump, because it's like, well, we've been talking for a long time. Let me toggle this layer, see how far we've come. Came a long way. I was impressed. I think I even stopped my sister in mid-conversation. I think she was talking about something sort of serious, and I was like, oh wow, that is so cute. She's like, what? I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I just noticed the progress that I made, and I'm actually satisfied with the way things are going with this. And I really appreciate that you called. Now, what were you saying? And we continued our conversation for just a little while longer. But eventually, you know, fatigue sets in. You run out of things to talk about. And we parted ways. And I continued painting. Got me over the hump. Got me excited about it. Realize it's good to be focused. Don't get discouraged. It's what we call, I've been through this before, it's what they call the muddy period of art, or the ugly period of art. It reminds me of you know, the runner's wall, when you're running a long ways and you feel like you can't go any further, but you push yourself just a little bit more, just a little bit more, and then just a little bit more, and you bust through like the Kool-Aid Man, and you catch your second wind, and you can finish the race strong. Well, the same concept applies with anything, but especially painting. Here you see, water's my comfort zone. We're going to be branching out of that soon, but anyway, this was a breath. Very pleased with it. Take it all in. I appreciate you stopping by and checking all this out. If you lasted this long, click the bell, hit the subscribe. Please go to my website, follow the socials. The website drives this whole thing and keeps it going. On that note, prints are available, cell phone cases, beach towels, shower curtains for some reason. It's all there. These things look phenomenal in metal. I have a painting called Forced Discernment that I did. I used to test print the metal prints, and they look absolutely amazing. You've seen it in the background of some of my videos. It's so reflective, it's hard to take a picture of in film. But anyway, really appreciate you stopping by. You be sure to be the best you that you could possibly be. Take it easy. Have a great rest of your day. Later.